Welcome back to the Vertigo Doctor YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Madison Oak. I'm a vestibular physical therapist, and I'm here to help you with all things dizziness and vertigo. Today, we're going to be talking about if vestibular disorders could be completely cured. I'm going to start off with a short answer of no, they do not have cures. But before you pull out of this video because you're frustrated or upset by that, because it is frustrating and upsetting, I want you to know just because there are no cures for vestibular disorders doesn't mean you're going to be dizzy every day for the rest of your life. Vestibular disorders don't have cures, and that there's not like one thing we could do to make it never happen again. This means that there are management styles. So there are ways to manage either chronic or acute vestibular disorders to make them less relevant in your life, basically, and less prevalent, I should say. Relevant is not a good word. Prevalent in your life. So if you have something like benign paroxysmal positional vertigo that keeps coming back and you're like, this is really frustrating, it's definitely BPPV, but I got to get it tested and treated all the time. Things like managing your vitamin D levels, managing your blood pressure, making sure you have good bone density, having enough calcium, exercising regularly, staying super hydrated, and making sure you don't have an underlying vestibular disorder are all things that say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be less likely to get BPPV now. Something chronic like vestibular migraine definitely does not have a cure. And anyone who says that you can cure their migraine, that's a lie, and they're lying to you. So there are ways to go into remission for migraine, but migraine is a chronic neurovascular disorder. And so that means that by definition, there isn't a cure. But again, this does not mean you're going to be dizzy every day forever. You might have attacks once in a while, and that's something to kind of recognize about your personal life, and that I have to manage this extra thing. If you want to know how to manage these things, that is in different videos. But can it be cured completely? No, but can we manage vestibular disorders? And are there things we can do for treatment? And are there ways that we can be less dizzy on a regular basis? Yes, absolutely. So my favorite 4 pillars, if you've not seen any of my other videos, are movement, mindset, support, and education. I find personally, as a vestibular physical therapist, that those 4 pillars are the pillars that give people their lives back. So movement, moving your body. This does not mean you have to go run a 5K, right? Does not mean you have to train for a marathon, but moving in a way you like on a regular basis. So Tai Chi, Pilates, yoga, walking, running, strength training, ballet, whatever that looks like. We have every single one of those in Vestibular Group Fit, but whatever that looks like for you, that's what I want you to do on a regular basis in a scaled way. Next is mindset. So working on the mindset of dizziness. This is a really frustrating, very debilitating condition, 100% full stop. But going to a cognitive therapist and kind of working on how to think critically in vestibular group fit is what we're going to help you to do in order to make it so it's more manageable to be able to leave the house, go on planes, go on trains, go to the grocery store, get up off the couch to walk to the kitchen, kind of whatever level you're at. So it's less scary and more doable. Support. People around you should understand what you're going through. And although we can't make every single person in our lives understand and listen always, we can find other people who do understand and do listen. And that feels really good. So finding other people who can help support you, which we have a whole support group in Vestibular Group Fit just for that, will be really, really helpful as well. And then education. The more you know, the more you know. And seriously, it is so empowering to understand why this is happening, what's going on in your brain, what is happening, and what you can do about it. And the educational component, not only of educating yourself on the mindset, but educating yourself on what your vestibular disorder is, how to sleep better, why hormones impact you, how to think through this, or how to get back to cooking, how to get back to driving, understanding the science behind it, even if we're not going to get necessarily always into the nitty gritty science, but understanding the why behind it and the what behind it is all incredibly helpful as well. I hope to see you soon in Vestibular Group Fit so I can help you to manage your vestibular disorder more easily so the chronic dizziness is not so impactful in your life. Talk to you soon. See you soon.